Welcome to Iowa!
Today we are in the land of the corn, the home of the pigs. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure there are more pigs than people in Iowa.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm pretty sure it is true. I heard that growing up.
Anyway, last night we stayed in an old grain bin that's now been converted into a really cute and cozy Airbnb.
So we wanted to give you guys a quick tour before we get our day started. Last night we pulled into our cabin and were struck by the cuteness of the whole place. There were cafe lights, very cozy, decked out with this Americana decor. There's actually 2 units here. So we stayed on the left side, but there's another one on the right. All right, let's watch our heads. I love this door. I'm not sure how this whole thing was a grain bin. Maybe I don't know what a grain bin looks like. I'm imagining a silo, but this is rectangular. It's actually called a granary, and it's just a building that was used to store grain. I don't know if this door was part of it or they added this on, but it's kind of a half door. It reminds me of a door in like a horse stable. Come on in. This is our 1-room cottage. For being rustic, I feel like this is the most luxe experience you can get. It's just 1 room, but it does have heating and air conditioning, which is really nice. We actually used the air conditioning last night because it was very warm. And they also have this adorable little coffee setup. This is like a wash basin that I feel like Laura Ingalls Wilder used. I love that. The whole place kind of smells like my grandma's house, but I mean that in the most positive way. It just has that very nostalgic, aged wood smell that just brings me straight back to my grandma's house. And also, over here, they have a little newspaper clipping about this place. Tamara, the one who kind of put this all together, her husband actually was burning down some of these granaries, and she was like, stop, I have an idea. And she just had the vision for this little cottage. The entire space in here is actually quite small. I'd say it's like a 10 by 10 box. On the first floor here is a double bed, which we slept in last night. It was really comfortable. But the neat thing about this space is there's a loft, which is so cool. So it actually comfortably sleeps 4 people because there's another double bed up here. Next up, we'll show you the bathroom and the outdoor shower. All right, come along over here down our little brick road. Usually I would be a little bit nervous about having an outdoor bathroom and an outhouse because I have an irrational fear of outhouses. I always have since I was little, but this is one of the nicest that I've used. Open this little latch right here. It's very clean, it smells good. Out of all the outhouse experiences I've had, definitely one of the best. I already used it a couple times and I think I might be getting over my fear of outhouses. One outhouse at a time. Here is the outdoor shower. You have the whole setup. Sink, mirror, benches, hooks to hang up your towels, and this lovely outdoor shower, which I already used this morning, and it was awesome. Not only was the water pressure great, there was plenty of hot water, and there's something about just like showering under the open sky that was really liberating.
So strong.
Last but not least, are there 2 beautiful horses that they have, and they reside right behind our cozy cottage. One of them is apparently 30 years old, which is quite old because a usual lifespan for a horse is 25 to 28. So She is rocking it. Next up, we are headed to a little Dutch town in Iowa called Pella, which is known for its pastries and its tulips. Our first sight of the tulips.
This is a hopping little town.
We're just entering the city and there's already a ton of tulips everywhere.
Of tulips everywhere.
They just like grow like weeds on the side of the road. Wow, even their pizza ranch is cute.
And look at their Casey's. It's got like Dutch quilt patterns on it.
We weren't sure if there'd be a lot of people here because we're here 1 week before tulip time, which is the big event with thousands of people. But on a Sunday afternoon, it is packed. There's like tourists walking around everywhere. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised by that. First thing on the agenda today before we do any tourism, any sightseeing, is breakfast and coffee.
Woo-hoo! We're now at Smoky Row, a coffee shop right on the square of Pella, and we got everything on the menu that had Dutch in the title. So I'm about to try the Dutch mocha. All right, let's stick it down.
All right, get in there.
It's good. It's drier, and it's got a little bit more of a bitterness than like a milk chocolate or an American chocolate. Refreshing.
Nice.
Try it.
When you come to Pella, one thing you have to do is get a Dutch letter, which is a pastry in the shape of an S filled with almond paste. It's pretty sweet, and then I think it has kind of a crusty, sugary exterior. I had them when I was young because I was here a long time ago with my parents. I don't remember them being extraordinary in any way. They're kind of dry from what I remember, but still, whenever you're in Pella, you have to eat one. I kind of want you to go first, although I probably just tainted your impression. I want you to have an open mind.
Okay.
See what you think.
Which side to begin with? This side. Oh, it is a little dry. It flaked apart.
Is it dry?
No, I wouldn't say it's dry. It's decent.
Can you taste the almond?
It tastes fruity to me. I don't know what almond paste tastes like, I guess.
The almond flavor hits me like a wave.
Really?
Ooh, that's good. And it is kind of gooey in the middle. It's sort of looks like a thick apple butter. Is what it reminds me of. That's so good.
I actually think that's quite tasty.
Wow. I take back what I said before. You should get one because they're good, not just because you're supposed to. The last of our Dutch items, the Dutch melt, which is Pella Bologna, Swiss cheese. Oh, on an English, no, not an English muffin.
Oh.
It looks like a
It does look like an English.
bun.
It looks like an English muffin because it's a squished hamburger bun. Looks like.
It kind of feels like something I would make in my house with a bunch of leftovers. Like, we don't have anything to eat. What are we gonna do? Oh, we have hamburger buns. We have bologna. We have Swiss cheese. But it's one of those like leftover meals that actually turns out pretty good, and you maybe start to make it every week. Welcome to Pella. Before we walk around, we wanted to give you a quick history about this place. In 1847, a few hundred Dutch immigrants from the Netherlands came over the ocean, landed in Boston, and then made their way through Pennsylvania, all the way down the Ohio River, ended up in St. Louis, and said, you know what, we should settle here. So they started looking around for some nice land and ended up in the middle of rural Iowa. They brought with them tons of delicious Dutch food, windmills and all the tulips that you see around us. And Pella is actually known for their Tulip Time Festival, which is next week. It happens once a year. Thousands of people come and get to enjoy all the flowers because they don't bloom for very long. So we had Unported bologna in our sandwich at Smoky Row, and I was wondering where that came from, but it looks like Unported bologna is right there.
It looks like the cover of a heavy metal album, right? That with like blood dripping off it or something.
Oh my god.
Doesn't it look like thorny and stuff?
I guess so.
Dude, that's so metal.
You're saying that these frilly purple flowers look heavy metal to
Yeah,
you.
because it's like it's a flower, but it's like got thorns all over it. Dude, that's metal.
This windmill is the tourist center, information center, so it's the small replica one, but we are about to head to the real one just down the street. Look at that bad boy. Here it is, the big windmill, which is actually a museum on the inside, and you can get a tour that takes you up to that, what do you call that? The balcony in the middle of the windmill. Unfortunately, because it's Sunday and everything is closed here, the museum is also closed, so we don't get to go up there, but it still is a beautiful view. Vermeer Mill! Also, I think I thought it was, you know, an original windmill from the 1850s. But it looks like it was built in 2001, so I'm assuming it's a replica of the older windmills that they had, but this one is newer, only 20 years old. And I was right, this mill design is a replica of an 1850s windmill. The upper part of the mill was manufactured in the Netherlands and brought here. And they used to use them for grinding wheat, so not power, but grinding wheat. Well, power to grind wheat, not to power light bulbs, you know what I'm saying. Look, the bench is what shape?
Oh, it's a Dutch letter.
Just like a Dutch
S,
letter.
like Superman.
Nope.
All
No.
of these people are from Krypton.
Nope. Nope. We wandered into this little alleyway. I think it's called the Clock and Spell, which I'm assuming means clock. Right up there, you can see, is kind of the bell tower, clock tower, and a few hours a day they have a little performance where these characters that represent people in Pella's history come out in that glass window, and I think they're little animatronic dolls that do different things. And I believe there's a canal over this way, so we're gonna go try to find that now. we found it. It looks like a little tiny river that goes through and there's like shops on each side. This is really cute. And unfortunately, that's gonna wrap up our tour for Pella. We didn't get to do everything that there is to do, but we were surprised at how much you can do even when restaurants aren't open or museums aren't open. There's so much to see just walking around.
It's just a cool place to stroll. And people watch and see the flowers. If you come during tulip time, which we'd recommend, there are so many flowers all over the city to check out.
We would definitely encourage you to come. It's a hidden gem in the middle of rural Iowa. You wouldn't expect it, but it has a surprising amount of culture, color, and great food.
If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so that way you're notified anytime we post a new video.
We had so much fun today, and we'll see you next week. And it was awesome.
You have to push the door in.
Huh? In?
Yep. Loosens up your screwdriver.
Nifty. Okay. It won't happen. Oh. I guess not.
Aww.
Frikandel, croquette, bitterball, raw herring, frites. Closed on Sunday. She my Chick-fil-A. It's Palama the llama. Also, what did our Airbnb host say they call Pella people?
Pelicans.
Pelicans. Isn't that amazing? I want to be a pelican.